had some technical difficulties last time we did this coffee session. So we've done a recording just to make sure that anyone that missed it get the opportunity to watch it. And of course, if you did watch it, but you had to do something and you need repetition, you can come back and view it. So there will be no live interaction. There is no live questions for me to answer. If there are any questions after this presentation, by all means, get in touch and we can help you with those things. So I still got my coffee. It is still morning. It's about 9:15. It's Thursday. So it's approximately, it's 6 days after the live event. It's probably going to be a little bit quicker than the hour we normally spend together. It might not be because I might have a question myself. I don't know. Let's see what happens. So let me take you through the agenda for this session. And just to remind everyone that this coffee session is really the equivalent of myself or anyone else from the Passion for Hair sort of network sitting with you in the salon and sharing with you what's new in the brand portfolio, what's coming, what's new, what's great, what opportunities you will have in the various brands. So let's have a look at the agenda that we are going to cover this morning. We're going to have Passion Fair Academy. I got some news there and where we're at this moment in time. Obviously covering all of our brands, what's coming and what opportunities you have. Look at one of my favorite parts, which is the Salon Love Insights. And I got some news that you've probably seen on social media at this point, which is p4.digital. So let's crack on straight away. And I want to start with the Academy. There's no particular slide, but we're now 2 weeks into running our Passion Fair Academy in Milton Keynes. And we are grateful. We're happy. The energy is fantastic. Just the fact that we're having hairdressers here now, Sunday, Monday, Tuesdays. Met some of you salon owners have been to the Debbie's business, Drive Your Business program that we are running that is new for the Academy. We've had Charlotte Sawyer assisted by Tommy Brooks doing a balayage class. Fantastic day. It was on Sunday just gone. And we just finished this week the day 1 and 2 from a 4-day program of the graduate program. So it's a big thank you for everyone that is trusting us to send your team members, or if you're coming yourself. We appreciate it a lot. It's just that energy, the nice feeling of being able to see people, yes, but have that interaction and do some real education. We love the virtual sort of aspect that's been added to our lives in the last sort of 12, 14 months, but nothing replaces that face-to-face interaction, questions that we have. So thank you very much. The news on the Passion Fair Academy is that we are releasing more dates, and you should have them in the next couple of days. So as I am doing this is May the 27th today. You should probably have them up by tomorrow, maybe the beginning of next week. We're just looking and making sure that the dates that we have planned for the rest of the year is fitting with all of our educators. And we are, I'm pleased to say, running business counts this year. Not in its original sort of format, but very much the same way that we did in 2020. So again, we already have some great content planned for that. So keep an eye out on the Passion Fair schedule. As per normal, you can find this schedule and book your classes on P4H Pro. And one of the things I always like to highlight on booking and reserving classes is two things I think you should bear in mind at the moment is, one, we are not hosting as many people as we probably can because of the current situation, to ensure that everyone is comfortable and have that sort of safe space. So spaces are slightly more limited than what is originally planned, so pre-pandemic, if you like. So secure your place if there are classes you want to do, because if you have been on our schedule, you can see that loads of them are sold out. In fact, I do have a slide for that. You will see a lot of these sold out, meaning that they're fully booked. If you go to p4hpro.com and you go to education and events and you do click on more information, you get the information up. You can see image number 2 there to the right. the Malibu C core class this is, just to use as an example. When you click on that and you want to reserve, at that moment in time, there is nothing to pay either in points or monetary terms. It literally you secure the place or the places that you want. I recommend that you do that to avoid disappointment. Alternatively, of course, you can contact Milka. So it's milka@passionforhair.com in email, or you can give her a call and you can reserve your places that way. But keep an eye out. New classes, and the remaining year will be scheduled out, and we got some good stuff on there. So that's for the Academy. Let's move on and have a look at Malibu C. Malibu C has taken a tremendous curve upwards in the last sort of 12 months in this time of opening and closing and being somewhat disruptive, let's call it that. And one of the reasons is, of course, Malibu C is a tremendous brand with many solutions for salons and stylists when it comes to the professional side of things. And I wanted to highlight that because we got some really good salon opportunities in terms of savings of some of the popular professional products. And I want to highlight, to start with, which we had done the last couple of sessions, which is the corrective color pack from Malibu C. This corrective color pack is not just a saving in terms of money. You save £50 versus buying each of these products individually and putting them in your baskets. You're also getting a 1-year free Malibu C Academy subscription, which is tremendous. And you can do the oxidization management program there. You get a certificate for that. So it is such a good value for money in terms of what you get product-wise, but also what you get from an education point of view. So highlighting that again. And this image is not really doing it justice because it's the same price, but what is included but not shown on this image is a large 33-ounce Undo Goo shampoo as well. So it's been upgraded in terms of the number of products. So Undo Goo shampoo is added to this. The price stays the same. So again, tremendous value. Even if you've had one in the past, there's nothing to say that you can buy two. You're not capped on the number that you do. If you have a salon and you have more than one hairdresser in there, which you will probably do, you can have the opportunity to get another key for the Academy. So I just wanted to highlight that to take advantage of. It's still available. Packed our shelves with these. They're so popular. The other one is a back bar ritual from Malibu C. Again, a tremendous savings monetary wise, and is some of the really popular products here to use on the back bar. You can see they all come in the liter size, 33-ounce. Undo Goo shampoo, Miracle Repair, and the replenishing mask. And you get free Deox, a box of Deox, is 12 sachets in there. And you get Color Prepare. And as I started the Malibu C part here, is one of the reasons, of course, so many of these products are popular. I think what we have seen during pandemic with the stop-start is that we've had clients coming in with maybe something they have done on the hair during times of lockdown. They've been experimenting. They might even have seen a naughty hairdresser who's done hair, who knows. But even if they haven't done anything chemically on their hair, there will still be an element of some form of buildup, because they might not have managed the hair, they haven't been to a hairdresser regularly. So we know the power of Color Prepare before coming into a service is a lighter version of a crystal gel. And of course, the power of Deox when it comes to any form of chemical work you are doing to stop that process at the point of contact. So keep an eye out for Malibu C back bar. If you're a Malibu fan, it's a no-brainer from the savings point of view. You save £43, which essentially is the Deox and the Color Prepare coming free. And last thing to highlight, just a reminder for everyone, and of course you get that beautiful little application bottle. Once you mix up Deox, and if you don't use it all and it's mixed up in that bottle, it doesn't go off. So just a reminder, the value for money and the longevity of the product, it is used frequently, but also there's very little wastage. Well, in fact, it should be zero wastage because you do not need to rinse the bottle out. So there's two good savings in terms of money, and you have the added value of the 1-year subscription with the corrective color pack. Then we also have some new products in Malibu, which we launched just before opening. And they are the Malibu Sea Mini Rehabs. And we made a decision here. These little mini rehabs, which are a great retail option for your clients. We decided to launch with the 3 most popular sachets at this moment in time, which is Scalp Hard Water and the newest addition, which is the extension one. So what they do is they're coming, rather than just buying a scalp sachet, you also get a miracle repair. With the hard water, you get a miracle repair. And with the extension and weft, you get the replenishing mask. So you get 2 sachets in that little pack. It's a great little, impulse purchase, if you like, because it's small. Let's look at the pricing on this. It's going to be £7.50, I'm sure. So you get £7.50 is the price. This is the retail price, of course, for purchasing those 2 sachets. So we have launched these on Salon Love, and they have been really popular since we did. And I always like to share that, because if they are popular on Salon Love, it means that it's your clients. And if your clients like to buy it on Salon Love, they might like to buy it in the salon. So keep an eye out on that. If you are someone that are doing retail and enjoy retailing these sachets for Malibu, then this is a great option moving forward. And I should say, before we move on, these 3 sachets are available at this moment in time. You buy them in a box of 12. So these 12 little things that you see, and there are 2 products per packet. And you retail them for $7.50. They will be available with time in every single wellness. So we're looking at swimmers, blonde, and the hydrate. So they will be available in all, but the initial launch is these 3, which are the most popular. And that concludes the Malibu Sea news, and we are going to move forward to sensors. We have a lot of news in sensors, and you probably have seen some of the, with social media today, it is one of those things when something is launched in another country, in sensors case is Italy, you're always going to have that lag time before it comes to us. So things are shared, seen on social media, etc., and maybe you even have some newsletters. But we've got a lot of news, and I'm going to start with the bleach family. The In Blonde bleach family is going to get an uplift. What does that mean? It means this. What we can see on this particular slide is the 6 bleach options that are going to be available moving forward. This is really important. This May the 27th today, when I did the original coffee session, it was, I believe it was the 21st. These are not available at this moment in time. This is what's going to come. So again, we don't have an exact date. We're looking at sort of mid to end June before we have made this full transition. But what it means is this. We have 3 bleaches that are staying, which is Zero Yellow, Ultra Platinum, and the Zero Orange. They're staying. What is new is the packaging of that, and I'll come to that in a minute. And then we have 2 new bleaching product, which is Easy Light Deco and Cream Black Deco. And of course, Lightning Oil is staying as it is. So what we can see here is the packaging is changing. So the current format of buying bleach is in 500 grams or in the tub of 2 kg. And in that 2 kg, you get 4 different bags of 500 grams. What is happening here is that you are going to be able to buy them in different amounts. And it's going to be 450. It's going to be just under, so it's going to be 950. It's going to be, I think it's 3 or 4 different options because they just come packaged differently. The pricing will be very much the same. It's just that it's going to reflect the amount that you purchase. What you can see here is that the cream, before I move on, the Cream Black Deco is of course replacing the current Cream Deco that you get in a pouch. So just take although this is not a technical session, just have a quick look at what the two new bleaches are. So you have the Easy Light Deco, which is predominantly created for the freehand sort of balayage freehand techniques that you do. So it's going to have a slightly different consistency. It's going to have a different viscosity, I should say, in terms of how that product is when it's mixed up. And you have the black bleach, which is a cream bleach. And again, you're looking at the regrowth, replacing really what's happening currently with the cream bleach. In terms of education for these new product incensers, we have a couple of options. We have they are included in the scheduled masterclasses. We have 2 masterclasses scheduled at the moment. I know the first one is sold out. I think the second one is possibly sold out, very close to, and we are planning probably to have a third one of that. If you can't make masterclass, or if you are planning not to attend that for some whatever reason, there are going to be a webinar scheduled held by Jude and Michele from Italy, and they are going to cover all of the new products, including the bleaches and all of the in blonde products that are being launched. So you will have live education, meaning coming to the academy and joining masterclass. New products are included. And second is going to be a webinar. And I always prefer, if you can join, if you're planning to join the webinar, if you can join the live event, because questions can be asked. If you are watching it on playback, some of the questions that you have might be answered, but maybe not. So if you can attend it, when we have the date, you will be you will be notified. You will be able to register for that. It's a webinar hosted by Sensors. So education in terms of academy and webinar. And the last thing I want to say about the masterclass, if you're someone that has done masterclass with us before, you've had the opportunity to come to Italy, see the factory, etc., get all the education. One thing I always say about the masterclass, which I think is really, really important. So although if you have done it once, you will get the fundamental, in-depth knowledge about the products that we have. What I think is really important to remember is that the masterclass with Sensors, as new products, new technology is moving forward as they do. And we know that Sensors is very much on the forefront when it comes to technology in both bleaching products, hair color, etc. Is that the masterclass will always have a slightly different flavor to it, purely and simply because new products, new technologies, any form of upgrade. So I'm not suggesting that you do masterclass every single year. I am simply saying if you have done it in the past, and that past was 3 or 4 years ago, there might be worth revisiting masterclass because a lot of new stuff has happened. Another new addition into the fabulous In Blonde family are some new shades, and you can see that it's a new fresh packaging on that as well. So a couple of the shades that we have will stay, and some of these new ones will be added to the family. And here's what that looks like. First of all, we have if you look at this image, I love this new shade guide. I think it looks fantastic. So the 3 new shades in this family will be Lavender Mist, Matcha Milk, and the Pink Grapefruit Pulp. And bottom left, if you look at this, looking at the screen, if you are driving, do not look at the screen, just listen. But you can see that we are keeping, of course, the popular Platinum Dawn, Ice Morning, etc. So nothing there being discontinued, but 3 new shades are being added to it. And then we have something that is available now, which is in the Sensors Man range, and is it's our cover-up products, which is replace the previous Sensors Man hair color, which we had, and then we had a separate beard color. What cover-up and silver up is 2 products that can be used on the hair and on the beard. And one is literally a cover-up, meaning you will cover anything gray, and you have a silver up product that will enhance and make it nicer, better, taking away or any sort of yellow discoloring that you might have in your gray hair. So this is what that look like in terms of you. It's a very simple product to use. You're looking at application up to 20 minutes and anything in between. So depending on the length of time you leave it on depends on the intensity and the coverage that you are going to have. Come in these 60 milliliter tubes, and there's 655 per tube. So you have silver up and you have cover up. In terms of usage, is both the same. They do have a specific and designated peroxide, which is Oxy Up. So you should use Oxy Up if you are someone who is using cover up and silver up. And again, this is not a technical session, but I do want to show you this this visual that just shows you the 5 steps of doing this product. So you have diagnose of the hair, you're mixing the products, you shake it up in a application bottle, you apply it, and you wait up to 20 minutes, depending on the intensity that you want, and then you rinse it off. And the recommended shampoo to use in this particular case is the Illumina Man, the anti-age shampoo, which is a male version of Zero Yellow, if you like. And if you know how popular Zero Yellow is, you can imagine for a man, it will have the same kind of performance. And we're moving on to Euphora. Euphora has this year launched their beauty bags, which has been really popular. So I want to go through the beauty bags and also remind you a couple of the things that are still available from a promotional point of view. And the first product is the Hero Starter Kits. This is not a brand new kit. We sort of had I guess you can call it a soft launch last year because of the nature of last year being closed more than we were open. It probably didn't get the awareness among salons as it deserves. What I will tell you is this is a very popular product on Salon Love, so clients love it. And the reason they love it is very price friendly, but you get 4 really powerful products in the Hero range. And I want to remind you, salons, that the salons that have picked up with this from a retail point of view have done really, really well. So don't ignore and don't forget about the Hero Starter Kits when you are looking and reviewing how your retail is going in with the male products. And of course, you get the complete shampoo, revitalizing treatment, you get a molding paste and scalp rescue. So any gent you have out there, this would be a great starter kit if you're looking for, if there's a guy who is looking for a regimen for hair loss, for example, because of scalp rescue, you get a good cleansing from the complete, etc. And of course, one of the most popular products is molding paste when it comes to the style. We mentioned, I mentioned the beauty bags. So the first 2 beauty bags we launched was a thickening and the curl and coils bag. And these are tremendous value from a retail point of view. The premises here is you buy 3 products, in this case of any of these 6, and the client will receive a free bag, which has products in it. Thickening sold out very quickly. Thickening has been, the thickening range as a whole, and this bag has just gone through the roof. And I think we mentioned this on previous webinar. I think a couple of reasons why. Number one, it's always been popular ever since its launch. Hair loss is real. It's a real problem. It's a real concern. And if you have products, which Euphora has in the thickening range, that can solve and help combat these problems, is bound to be popular. But of course, with lockdown last year, and we have discussed on many different webinars, some of the challenges that our clients have had in terms of stress, not good nutrition, not looking after the hair, and so forth. And we do know, by all means, when we listen to news and read, that we understand with long COVID, that hair loss is one of those sort of side effects. So thickening bag just sold out quicker than I could even unpack it, I think. So it is out. curl, which has increased in popularity. We do still have some of those bags left, and it's interesting. This particular recording is done 6 days after my original recording, and we still have a few left, but we have less left because people have realized they have. So if you are someone who's listening to this one, I presume that in another 6 days we might have sold out of all of these. But keep an eye out on it. If you do a lot of curler clients, if the curling range is something you are looking to grow or already doing well, this is a no-brainer in terms of value. And I should say this again, just to give you that relationship with Salon Love. We have been giving these bags as the gift. We always give a free gift with any purchase on Salon Love, but any client has purchased any combination of these 6 products, so details, formation, defining solution, perfect curl, enhancing conditioner, and enhancing shampoo, we have been giving them the free bags with those products in, and the feedback we're getting is tremendous. So stay tuned and take up the opportunity before they're out. And there are, of course, more bags coming. So in total this year, we can have 6 different beauty bags. These are 2. The next 2 to arrive is going to be the antifrizz bag, and you can see the combination of products that you purchased, 3 of each, which is smooth shampoo, conditioner, and tame, pure polish, pieceworks, and straightening balm. In the bag, you the client will receive free urgent repair shampoo, regular size, beautifying serum, 5 milliliters, sort of these, I guess we're going to call them sachets, but you sort of, you tear off the top, you probably get a couple of applications depending on length of hair. You get a full size oil therapy, and of course the bag. This product will be available in the next week or 2 to pre-order. So it will be priced up and available to pre-order. Arrival date is end of June, first week of July for this bag. So again, my recommendation is, again, it's such a popular, what U4 has done really cleverly, which they always do clever stuff, but they've created is one beautiful, versatile bags with really popular product in them. And you know, just how it's gone with the last couple of bags and knowing what's coming in the future, I can see tremendous opportunity here for retail. The second bag to arrive on the same time is this. It's a soothing bag. So the products that you would purchase, 3 of each in the salon, is soothing shampoo, conditioner, regular size, 8.45, so 250 milliliter. The moisturizer, Sculpture Illuminate, and Behave. Again, super popular products. The client would buy 3 of these products in any combination, and they will receive the bag free. And the content of the bag is 6 moisture mist, hair and body, 3 beautifying serum, and limited edition water bottle, which is a Euphoria branded bottle. I got one myself, and they're great to have. So keep an eye on these 2 bags. Pre-orders will be available. I always recommend, just like Christmas and promotions, the Euphoria promotions are always super popular. If you don't pre-order, that's okay, but I do want you to be aware that you can miss an opportunity there. A lot of salons that do well with promotions choose to buy more than 1. They might even buy 2 or 3 or even 4. So pay attention to pre-orders, and just like the academy, like securing your academy place, when you pre-order, often get this question. It's not about, you don't need to depart with your money there and then and lose that financially, if that's how you see it. What it does do is the securing the products for when they arrive, and they arrive in our warehouse, we unpack them, we ship them to you, and then you get the invoice. But if you don't pre-order it, you will risk the chance of losing out. And I just want to mention that because it happens all the time when we launch a promotion and someone calls me, someone sends me an email and says, look, I didn't order this, can I have that? And so I'm ever so sorry, but it's sold out. And in today's environment, when retail is up, people are enjoying spending money with their salons, I just want you to take that opportunity. And that concludes any news on Euphora. And I want to share a couple of things with Simonsen, which is this. Got no slides here with new products at this moment in time, although I will tell you this. One of the new things we are bringing in with Simonsen, as the popularity, especially amongst you guys in the salons, the quality and the performance of the tools are just phenomenal. I think it's really evidence that the quality is amazing. The performance is outstanding, and you can tell it's a hairdresser's design. You can just tell that Klaus Lisbeth and the gang at Simonsen are hairdressers, because it's truly designed for the professional. We are bringing in their clippers. We are getting so many inquiries and questions and etc. about clippers, and we didn't just want to provide a sort of generic clipper available for for our network. So we are bringing in the Simonsen clippers. So that is something that is new and is coming. So stay tuned. If you're looking to invest in that, then know that Simonsen is coming. The other thing with Simonsen is, of course, the limited edition. So we currently have the Chrome Compact, the Chrome Divinity, both in Crush and in Moonlight. So silver and pink, if you like, shiny, and the brushes. And they're doing really well. I will share with you when we look at the Salon Lab insights. That's probably the biggest point to share with you when it comes to Simonsen, that clients' feedback on Simonsen is tremendous. Clients' willingness, if you like, to purchase electricals through Salon Lab is really encouraging. And I think the thing to learn for us here is, and the opportunity and the difference here from a few years back is, it doesn't mean that you as a salon stock your shelves full with Simonsen. If you want to do that, by all means do. But I'm thinking cash flow. I'm thinking practical. I'm thinking not keeping everything tied up in electricals with the hope of selling. If you are using Simonsen in the salon and having a dialogue, they can buy it on Salon Lab. And I can say that really confidently, because they do. And I think that is an opportunity. So anyone who is in full flow with Salon Lab and really taken that on board will know what I mean, that people happily buy tools on there. If you're someone that not yet feel that you've had that momentum with Salon Lab, I think that the electricals should be part of your strategy to be able to increase your sales on Salon Lab and do that through electricals. You'd be really surprised how clients happily do that, and the feedback we get is phenomenal. So take those opportunities to look at where am I with Simonsen and with Salon Lab, and how you can sort of bring that marriage together. And it brings me nicely onto Salon Lab and some top sellers. I always like to share this with you. I think maybe it's I sometimes think maybe it's more interesting for me than it's for you. I'm not sure. If it is, please do tell me. I do really like to look at the best sellers, if nothing else, so you understand what people are choosing when they go on Salon Lab. And it could be a fun comparison to how your best sellers are looking in your salon, and maybe see that things that you didn't think would be a good seller is a good seller. Maybe it just confirms that some of the best sellers that you have are some of the best sellers on there. That could be very common as well. And if you do follow these coffee sessions, you might even recognize that some of them, and it would be in some of these brands, you will have some of the same ones on this top 5 more or less every time, but there is also a lot of movement. So just quickly, not going through every single one, if you look at the census top 5, you can see that the repair products are very much highest selling item in this case is the shampoo and the repair kits. Discipline shampoo, Zero Yellow kit, probably no news there. I said, tell you what though, Nutri Blend has really increased in popularity, and I think it is the first appearance on our top 5. Moving swiftly over to Euphoria, you will see the BE Moisture Shampoo and Conditioner, Beautifying Serum, Thickening Kits, absolutely been flying out, and Retain. What is interesting, if you make a comparison, well, it's not a comparison, by looking at the two, you can see there's a repair shampoo and kits at the top. You can see that it's the equivalent, although different technology, of course, in beautifying the moisture intense shampoo and conditioner in Euphoria, which clearly tells us that a lot of people have bad hair, and that might not be a surprise. Simonson, top 5. XS Compact Dryer arrived, I think, the week before we opened, and I cannot believe the popularity of this particular tool. Well, I'm not that surprised. When I only had the opportunity to see it in image and see it in terms of presentation, I thought it looked like a great hair dryer. You know, having lightweight, smaller hair dryers is clearly something that's very in vogue at this moment in time. I did not think that it would be as popular as it has been. As I'm sitting here talking to you, I do know that we have sold out. We sold the last one yesterday. We have a shipment of Simonson arriving at some point next week. I don't have the exact date, but the compact has just flown out. And anyone that has used the product, I know this is not a live session, so we can't get the comments, but do speak to some of your colleagues and friends and just ask for that kind of feedback and see what you might be missing out on. Compact dryer, again, been popular since the launch. Pre-pandemic has been a tremendous one. True Divinity Special Edition, and is the Moonlight Chrome that's been selling like mad. Water Brush and VS12. And again, if you have followed these coffee sessions, you will notice that it's the first time the Nourishing Iron is not top of the list. Which is very interesting, that the compact dryer, a couple of things there, just pushed it just outside of the top 5. And then quickly, Malibu C, you can see that the kits are from a retail point of view, the wellness kits they represent good value, they represent great performance, and they are so specific in the solutions that they help to solve. You can see that they are 3 kits on the top 5. The hard water mini rehab made an appearance on 3. If you remember, I did tell you they've been really popular on Salon Love. And then scalp shampoo. And I think a couple of things that we have seen here is the scalp series of products. Again, I would say there's always a fairly popular product, very even sales, etc., has increased. And I think that's for the same reason as the thickening has just gone through the roof, is because of some of these skin and scalp problems that I think has just been developed for whatever reason throughout the last 12 or 14 months with various stress and all of these things that people has been going through and trying to manage. And the last, in terms of insights, let's look at these. So the average order, I started this in the last couple of sessions. I've started to give you an average order with Color Start and one without. Color Start, especially as salons, as you went to open, it feels like every single person in the UK was buying a Color Start. Not quite, but of course they are lower in value, and so many were doing it, which brings the average down. So what we are doing here is an average order without Color Start is $45.95, which again is a very consistent 45 to sort of 46 pounds is the average spend, and has been since we launched. So it's nice to see that that's consistent. If you then include Color Start in this, the average order is £29.50. So those two numbers, and I personally think it's super important that we separate those two to understand those two different figures, one being pure retail product, of course. And the other thing that is at this point should not be in the news to you, we have highlighted this certainly on the last session and on the last 2 sessions, is how clients are accessing and using Salon Love. And I just want to take the moment to share this with you. Remind you of the journey that we've had with, because it's coming up to a year now. The journey of Salon Love is this in a snapshot. And actually, I'm going to have some of my coffee just to improve my memory. So we ended up in a lockdown, as we all know, everyone closed down. We started getting messages in, my client wants this, my client wants that. How do we get this? How do we get that? We're getting clients contacting us. Oh, I used to buy this from a hairdresser. How do I get it, etc. So we very quickly realized, well, we can do something here. We can provide, although very rustic, if you like, and organic, and maybe not the most sophisticated way of doing things, but it was helpful. It was helpful for salons, for you guys. It was helpful for clients, where we would take these orders and we would send them out. And the way we started was by either you as a salon would have that conversation and take the payment from your clients, and you included postage. We would send it out and we would invoice you. Then we had some salons back that, a full year ago, they said, well, look, I don't want to run any money through my business. So how about you guys taking it, and we pay, and then we would pay commission when we open back up. It became so popular. We were sending out hundreds of stuff. All of you guys, all your clients was doing these things. And if you remember back then, we did all these webinars. We did, I think salons at the time, you guys did so many good videos with your team members of using conceal, using this, using FARD. So we had this tremendous push of retail sales, and we realized very quickly that we can't carry on doing this. It's too laborsome. It's too many margins for mistake. Who messaged you? Where was it? Was it Facebook? Was it email? Was it phone call? Where's the note? It was all very messy in many ways. We did well, but it was messy. So we created an app. We wanted to create a digital way of getting these orders. We decided at that moment in time to keep it separate from what we do as Passion for Hair, which is us looking after you with passionforhair.com. We created an app. Your client logged on, they put your salon in, and boom, they ordered. And all of the orders, it was much nicer. It was much more tidy and far more sophisticated. Then we realized that, well, hang on, with this app, we can do what's it called again? PVB, a website. The app is a website, if you like, but it's a very basic website. It's a very basic website from the back end part of things. I think it's called Progressive Web App. That's the word I was looking for. So we did that, and it's been really popular. And as we kept these two going, what we have seen month on month, really, and in sort of since Christmas, has been a dramatic change in people preferring to use the websites versus the app. So if we look at some of the numbers here, and if you are driving, don't look, just listen to me. 7% of Salon Love users are using the app on iOS, so Apple. 3% of Salon Love users are using the app on Android. 36% are using the website on their mobile phone. So they're going to the browser and going salonlove.shop. And 54% are using it on a desktop. So that would be, laptop, computer, and tablets, etc. So it's been a dramatic shift on how people are using it. So that made us think, and we have made some changes. So as I'm speaking to you now, I actually did a brief live yesterday, because now our new website, salonlove.shop, still the same web address, is up and running. It looks different. It looks more sleek. It's a far better user experience for the clients. The details that we can receive to share with you is also much better. And I think there's some tremendous scope and possibilities for us to be able to work with you guys, not just on retail, but potential there for even bringing and helping from a service aspect. And that's certainly something we will work on in the pipe, it's in the pipeline to work on in the future. So a couple of the new things that you will find on the website is a Salon Locator. The reason we've done a Salon Locator is quite simple. We get an awful lot of clients, consumers, if I can be so cold, consumers contacting us, to get various brands. The number one on the list still is and always has been MC2. Where can I get this? Where can I get this? And in the past, we go to, we ask them where they are. We look at our database and we go, well, here's the nearest salons, and you contact them. This way, we can introduce them to our network of salons by saying, go to the Salon Locator on Salon Love and find your nearest salon. We get a lot of questions of people that are inquiring about Malibu Sea, Euphoria, people are seeing the concealed products, etc., etc. So I think the Salon Locator will become a powerful tool moving forward. And it's going to help you guys, and it's going to help us pointing people in your direction. And I just want to tease you with this. What I'm thinking when I mentioned there is something we can do from a service point of view. And I don't know what this looked like at this moment in time. I haven't thought that one completely out yet. I just know that it's in the pipeline and it will happen somehow. But things like fast color, things like PPD ammonia-free permanent vegan color MC2, there are lots of things like the Elisa straightening system. There's a lot of things that we can be able to market through Salon Love that might help with that traffic for the service side of things and not just the retail. A couple of other things that you will find on the website that are different is also how they register the salon. Here's what's happened is rather than relying on the client putting your name in, i.e. typing, we've done a little scroll down menu, meaning if they put their name in and then they choose your salon, and all of the salons that have had a purchase or had a sale, however you want to put it, on Salon Love up to us changing, all of those salons are on that list. So they literally find the salon by name and they choose it that way. So that's new. We've added a couple of new special offers there where they buy this, they get that to a certain discount, kind of, whatever value offer we have done. So we have done a couple of those things. And I also want to share this because this surprised me slightly. We sent an email out to all Salon Love users saying, hey, we're changing the website. Here's what that means for you. So this is what it means for your client. They need to, their account is moved over as such, but due to GDPR, there's certain things we can't do. For example, password, we don't know their password, just like we don't know your password on passionforhair.com. So they have to go on there and they have to re-register. I'm telling you that because I've had a couple of salons asking me, oh, my client says they had an email. Is this spam or not? It's not spam. We have sent it because that's what they need to do. And in sending this email, we got purchases really on the day one of people that had registered at Salon Lab but not purchased previously. So that's interesting. All that being said, at this moment in time, the app is still up and running. So your clients can still purchase on the app and we are still processing those orders. But the app will stop working from today. In about 14 days from today, the app will exist no more. And it will be salonlab.shop in the browser, on the phone, on a desktop. And that's the way that this will progress. So the app will stop working. We are going to communicate that. Probably we're going to do one beginning of next week and probably one at the end of the week, just to make sure that everyone has had that notification. So we're going to do a push notification. We'll probably do an email. I'm not sure, we'll discuss that with Declan, but I'm sharing this with you so you can have that in your dialogue, that the app is good now. If you have clients who love the app, they just need to transition to the website. And I don't really see any particular challenges. I'm sure it's going to be one or two, but overall, changing a website, I know myself when I've gone on certain things and purchased and they changed, it's not been a big deal for me, and it's quite an easy process to do. In fact, I had it yesterday. I just had to put a new password in, it was fine. Check my details and make sure everything was good. So it doesn't take long. And this leaves us almost done. There is one big news that is a different delivery on this now than when I did this live session, but it's P4.digital. And I am excited. I am proud of Declan, and I think this is a tremendous natural and organic progression of passion for hair. Let me tell you what it is. Again, I keep referring to the last 12 to 14 months, but how can I not? In the last 12 or 14 months, the acceleration of going digital for any business, including you guys, the improvement of social media, email, text, and of course web, in terms of websites, has been tremendous. We've done an awful lot of changes and upgrades on our digital sort of game at Passion for Hair. So when you think about this, in 12 months, we have built an app, 2 new websites, make that 3 websites. We just had to improve our game. So we know the pressures of it. What has happened during this time as well is that pressure has come to salons, and the pressure of, I need to update my website, I need to do this, and I need to do that. And we get a lot of questions. I say we, Declan predominantly, get a lot of questions on what do we do here? What do we do here? How can we do that? When we recommended connecting Salon Love to your website so it would look like your shop, because it is your shop, we got a lot of questions. How do I do this? What do I tell my web guy, etc.? And what we learned in dealing with these questions is that a lot of people have, let me say it this way, a lot of people have a web design guy, local Jimmy, and there's nothing wrong with local Jimmy, but he's doing his web shop either from home or his office, and sometimes it's hard to get a hold of him. He hasn't updated something that is a fairly quick update on the website. He hasn't added this, he hasn't added that. And when he does do those things, it's probably costing a little bit more than maybe what it should do. Doesn't always, the price doesn't always reflect the job. Those kind of things. So we ended up doing websites for people. So Declan has done feathers for a long time. Of course, does Passion. He does Salon Love, etc. We ended up getting salons in the Passion network saying, can you do our website? And in a very informal way. So yes, of course we can. And this is what that looks like after consultation, etc. And then more and more came along and asked, which gave us the idea, or gave Declan the idea to do P4.digital, which is a way for us, in the same nature as we do everything at Passion for Hair, with the hairdresser at heart, with the salon at heart. You see, we aim to be, and I think you know this, but I haven't mentioned it yet, we aim to be your business best business relationship. Whatever that means. For us, that means that, yes, we align ourselves with what we believe to be products that act and behave in the best manner of the industry, so the hairdresser and the salon owner. We do our education based on what is needed in the salon from a leadership level, so take Debbie's Drive Your Business, to what is needed on the floor, front line, in terms of balayage, graduate programs, etc. We did, before we opened the academy, we did a questionnaire to really see what is our network looking for. What do you want? What do you need? What can we give you? And this just falls very nicely and organically into that, because so many people seem to want and need a good, consistent and affordable option when it comes to the digital aspect. So at this moment in time, this particular website is live, it's there. If you are someone who is looking to renew your website, give us a call, see what we can do, give us a comparison if you like, but see where we are on that. If you're someone who is doing your own website and you're happy with it, that's fantastic. I'm super happy, carry on. If you're someone who don't have a website, I would say get one. It's 2021, get a website. It's a good deal. If we are not the ones to do that website for you, find someone. But if you don't have a website, get a website. Top tip. But give us the opportunity to talk to you and see what we can do. See some of the website that's been created. Again, it's not a live feed. On Friday, I did have a live feed and say, but Brown's Luxury Hair, feathers, of course, the base. There is a number of salons out there that we already have started under this sort of umbrella. So we're excited. We think it's going to solve a lot of things and help a lot of people out there. So with that being said, this is me done with this recording. I'm still going to say thank you for tuning in, because if you are listening to this, you clearly have tuned in either in your car or maybe put it on as you're doing stuff at home. And let me just remind you that next Friday, which is June the 4th, on June the 4th, Debbie is back with a business bite. So stay tuned, register for that, and I wish you all a fantastic fantastic weekend or week or whatever you the day and time is when you look at this. And I appreciate you very much. Thank you.